we bring you After the Pit from the historic Franklin Music Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tonight's episode, we just saw the unbelievable GWAR just blow this place apart.
Well, probably not.
Unbelievable. Now, not only do we have GWAR, we had Cancer Bats. And personally, I liked the opener. What was that? Squid Pisser. Now, Squid Pisser, I felt it was traditional punk. Mark and I were debating about this in the venue during one of the set breaks. What did you find on the internet for Squid Pisser?
There was a forum that Reddit, I guess. People talking about like the band and shit, and they said it was like a combination of like math, grind, and horror metalcore-ish.
So grindcore is a weird genre.
It was weird. Very weird. They were full-blown aliens on stage. They were throwing like blood-covered roses at the crowd.
And the dude came running out in the pit.
Yeah, into the crowd.
First song.
First song. Yeah. Very first song. He literally just jumps over my head and just goes right into the crowd. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. They were really good though.
And I felt like at first they didn't really have anything happening for the audience. They were kind of just jamming, you know, but that guy jumped out the crowd, man, and that was game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody started rocking.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of them before.
The middle portion was a little weird to me. That, like, I guess that's where the punk kind of sound came from, where it was just like, almost like the chaotic instrumentals. There was no rhythm, there was no beat. It was just kind of like just thrown together.
Being a guy in his 40s and heard some 80s punk and grew up with 80s punk, it really was reminiscent of that era. Like I could say I felt like Circle Jerks, kind of like that style of that hard punk. I just felt like they really did a good job.
Yeah.
Never heard of them before. I was impressed.
Yeah, I never heard of them either, so they were...
I was highly impressed.
New band to me. I heard of the second band, but I never listened to them.
Yeah, let's move on.
Cancer Cats, I think
Cancer Bats.
Bats. Oh, I fucked up on the live stream. I gotta go back and edit that.
My fingers are like a mixture of blue, red, and black.
Yeah.
Like disgusting.
Pretty ugly.
Like a mixture of I've been working on cars and coal
I even
mining.
got some in my hand. Cool, look at that.
All right, so Cancer Bats come on stage, and they just start rocking. And I mean, they were like,
they gave me like a hardcore metal vibe, I guess. The singer kind of gave me like Boundaries and kind of like that like hardcore.
Yeah,
sound.
I can feel that.
But then the instrumentals had that just like that standard heavy, like that kind of like what the first band was, that like chaotic heavy.
Do you know Power Trip?
Heard of them, but I haven't listened to them yet.
I feel like they were very Power Trip-ish. That's kind of what they really reminded me of, was a Power Trip style band. And I was impressed. I mean, I liked it. I liked it a lot. The guy was energetic.
Yeah, very animated. Like
animated, yes,
very
taking
animated. Pictures of him. His face was like all over the place, and I kept trying to get closer to him because he was running all over the stage. And
he had a good accent.
Oh,
I wonder where he was from.
They mentioned it too.
They said where they were from?
Yeah, they did.
Canada.
Yeah, they're the Canadians.
Yeah, that's right, Canada. They just got on the tour today.
Yep.
This was their first show of the tour, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And maybe that's why it was so high energy, because it was show one of their tour stuff, right?
Those guys are ready to show what they had in store for the tour then. So
I agree. Well, on to review the headliner, which we need a lot of time because that was unlike anything I've seen in a long time.
I will say, as being my first time seeing them, GWAR in person, what the fuck?
Can I just mention to our audience that we're doing something pretty cool here? We're shooting our After the Pit in the back parking lot, and we are next to GWAR's tour bus. Very cobalt blue with some detailed swirls of gray and white. Very modern bus. Very modern. You can tell it's definitely not an older one. And then what impresses me the most is then they have the tractor trailer that goes with it. That white tractor trailer is what they're loading all this stuff in. This just shows you what a major production a GWAR show is. I mean, you have a bus with a trailer and a van, or and a tractor trailer.
The tractor trailer is all props and instruments and amps and all that good shit.
I bet you the instruments are probably in that trailer. Typically, that's what a band will do. I bet you that tractor trailer is just all props.
Yeah.
I bet you 100% that's all props. Because think about how many massive props they had. It wasn't like they had little props.
No.
They have big props, right?
And think of how much all the stuff that we can't see to make it all work. We got shooting blood everywhere. And
So, like, when a prop came out, I was looking for the tubes, right? Because I wanted to know when we were getting sprayed and when we weren't. And when I would see the tubes, I would just get so ready and just try to do everything I could to be right in position of whatever prop was just getting ready to fire.
Yeah, like I was up front, and let me just backtrack here and just let's just say, obviously they planned this out and their entire like choreography and everything like that and all their props. They obviously planned it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the fucking timing of their use of the presidential candidates and president-elect and all that.
Did you?
That to me was just the timing of it all. Really, like you hearing the crowd go off like that was insane.
Did you watch the Halloween YouTube show that I sent you?
Yeah.
Because that was the same tour, obviously.
So obviously they've been doing it, but like this, the timing of it is perfect.
And they changed it.
Yeah, exactly. But
because if you watch the YouTube, like I said, they were still in pre-election.
Yeah,
And tonight the speeches were totally different.
Yeah.
So this just goes again to show you what a production or GWAR show is, because you know a lot of people will say, "Oh, GWAR show," and we have a Harley here, a very nice black and white flame Harley. I'm not a Harley guy, so I can't tell you the model. Very nice. So it just goes to show you how much goes into this GWAR production.
Yeah.
Because you got the props, you got all the acting and all that goes with it. But then they just totally rewrote the script.
Yeah.
And they were doing that script.
And it's a storytelling. It's not just music with props. They have in between songs that have good long stories. It kind of brings the props together into what you would see on stage. But
yeah,
like,
and you know,
they started off with Trump and Kamala getting into a fist fight, and that ended with Trump basically being gutted and Kamala pissing on in the crowd.
So when I watched the YouTube, and it was like in the first minute and a half, you had Kamala shooting the crowd with blood out her tits, right? And I was like, oh my God, I hope this. So when I saw her and Trump come up on the stage,
the amount of
I was so excited.
Out, literally the entire photo pit, which there was like 10 photographers up there.
Yeah.
They literally, everyone just brought out their cameras and immediately went to vertical.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that perfect reel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, again, the timing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you want. You see Trump and Kamala beating each other asses.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like, holy shit.
I mean, it doesn't get much better.
It was wild. The crowd was loving it. It was, and what I liked about it too, I didn't hear no one get upset with the use of the political stuff.
No, people got the humor.
Everyone thought it was great because they're so tired of the negativity nowadays, and all of a sudden here's this band up on stage brutally slaying with music, and then at the same time slaying each other, and it's fucking awesome.
This is one of the things I would say. A GWAR show fan is a unique. This is not your everyday heavy metal fan that comes into a GWAR show, right? So I feel like if you're going to try some very risque, very non-PC humor, this is definitely the place to try that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're right. I don't know how many other places how many other crowds you would have got away with some of that shit without them crying about this or crying about that. And you all right?
Yeah, I'm looking for that joint now.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, keep going. You good?
But let's talk. You got sprayed. We all got sprayed.
We didn't get sprinkles. We got sprayed.
I felt like I came out of a
Did you go
shower.
crowd surfing at all?
Yes.
I thought I saw you.
Eddie saw me.
I
He
might
was
have
like,
saw
I
you.
saw you. And look, when I went up, because I was like, I'm going in the beginning. Like, you guys always know my theory on crowd surfing to the last band. You got to go. Everybody's worn out. You got to go in the beginning or you're going to get dropped. So I was like, I'm going right. And I think I even told Jerry, when I was standing to you guys, like, I'm going up. Second song, probably, I'm out of here. And, dude, when I went up, I was trying to sit on, like, crisscross applesauce, you know? And then like be past sitting, and then the guy would be able to blast me, right? But I couldn't get into a sitting position because the crowd was just too wild. You were just getting launched, right?
Yeah.
So what I did, well, this was pretty cool. I laid in a cross position and just I just laid right down in front of the guy with the blood gun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he just laid me out, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see it? It was like he was just washing a car. He just destroyed me.
What was your favorite?
Went backwards.
What's that?
That's the only surge that went really backwards.
Oh yeah.
It really started getting soaked.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, and then at the end, like I don't know about anybody else, but I was like right there at the end, and Johnny was too. He was right with me, and he came out with those two like cannons.
Oh yeah.
And they just went to town with those. They shot so much shit. I started getting cold.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was getting like a prison torture, you know?
Oh yeah. The very first
would-
spray
would.
that came out of Kamala when
Yeah.
I was sitting up there.
I
I pulled my camera up. I was like, "Oh, this is great." I literally got Kamala's fucking vajayjay for me. To
Did you
do.
get it?
Oh yeah, like 5 feet away, like right in my face. And I pulled my camera up, and the very first squirt shoots out right in my fucking eye.
Right
And
out
I'm
her
sitting
ball-
there,
right out her ball.
The rest of the fucking balls, I'm up there taking pictures. I'm one eye and it like scared it's gonna burn because I'm scared to open my eye.
Listen.
I'm like not knowing it's just water with food coloring. It's just like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt. Oh
Did
my
you
god.
feel like it was poo poo in your eye? Is that
No,
what you were worried about?
No, I just was scared it was gonna burn.
Okay.
But
Man, I just gotta say that
I never knew I'd be looking at fucking Kamala's with AJ like that.
that M part, they were shooting us so much. I had to close my eyes.
Yeah.
Right? I had my eyes closed. I spun around. So I was getting sprayed so much in the front. And I was like, and this is kind of might be a little fangirlish, but we had the special white edition American Mosh Pit shirts. So I was trying to spin around so I could get the back
Oh yeah.
painted up just like the front. I got mission accomplished, right?
You came out a whole different color. I didn't even recognize.
Look
you
at
guys.
Johnny. His shirt is
Yeah.
no longer
I was
white.
trying to get video of all the fans coming out and
I love
stuff.
it.
And that's when I turned to you and started filming you. At first, I didn't even know it was you. I was just like, oh, it's me.
I don't wear this.
Look at Johnny. I mean, that shirt looks
And he
like
doesn't wear white. It's on his-
you're like I'm wearing this to knock. You're gonna look like a homeless guy if you wear that to knock
I'm
loose.
wearing it to not do it.
Oh my God,
Watch
Johnny's wearing his to knock loose.
I'm wearing it.
Fuck,
Don't do it. Should I do it or not?
Whatever. Let's maybe
Let's
we
all
can get
show
a
up.
fan
Let's
vote
look
on it.
like a fucking dumbass.
Huh?
Let's all go that way. Fuck it.
All right, we could all wear them.
I'm wearing it to not
We
do
should
it.
all wear them. I'm with Mark. I mean, if one
Yeah.
does it, we should all
I
just
will
all
wear
do it.
mine. What you gonna do?
Everybody's gonna know why they're the way they are.
What was your favorite
It's
prop
so-
tonight?
Sunday.
My favorite prop?
Yeah.
That's a good. I really, obviously, I told you in the beginning, I was really looking forward to the Kamala Harris deal.
Yeah.
And she shot us with her butt. And I'm not sure if I saw that on the YouTube. I knew she shot with her tits.
Oh no.
But I didn't know
she
she
straight
shot
bent
with...
over and straight up.
It was like a
shit and
diarrhea
squirt.
cannon.
It was like
So,
shit.
anyway,
It was
I
like-
actually look at her face.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
it was
Oh my
wild.
God!
She walked out.
It was
I
like
was
she
like-
had the most relaxing diarrhea ever in the history of
shot me. I drink the water from the.
Ew, Johnny drank the water. Okay.
Johnny.
All right, stop. So wait a minute, Johnny. Step up to the mic here a little bit. We're gonna ask you quickly. What did the water taste like?
Swampy.
It smells like tastes like what?
Swamp. Like a swamp. Yeah,
Swamp water.
Like
I
chlor-
mean, let's
It's
face
not
the
like chlorine.
facts,
It's not
right?
like chlorine either. I
Oh.
got like a little.
Speaking of water, do we got any Ariel?
Reach underneath of that seat.
I
There
did
should be a
have it in the
bottle from
car.
last time that you left.
Smell like cabbage.
Oh. No, I think they're all going. Oh, here's one.
That was one that you left in from last time.
All right. So that definitely was my favorite prop. Now, going into it, that was my favorite prop. And I was so happy that they did it because I was so looking forward to that. But I want to talk about one more. I want to talk about those fucking guys at the end with the cannons. Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I felt like I was in prison torture.
Yeah.
Like, there was like halfway through that song, I'm shivering, right? And they just keep shooting. That guy was just, I mean, it was like a fire hose. And that's when I started feeling like, felt like, dude, prison torture. I was like, this is what prison torture feels like.
I had to get out of it twice. I did.
You got out of it?
Yeah. And then
Like, took a break and sat down?
Coming back in, like people look at me like this old man's crazy.
Crazy for going back in, or crazy when you were coming out all drenched up?
Kind of both, but especially going back in.
Yeah, it was pretty funny when me and Johnny.
I left. I came back.
Yeah, but when
I looked for you guys, but you're all gone. I said, well, I didn't see him. I went back in the back, drink my water. I said, and I see another guy get on the stage. The big man get on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going back up.
You're like, I got to go in again.
I got to go in. And I went back to the front.
Now, here's the one thing I want to say.
The whole monologue of songs.
What's that, Eddie?
The whole monologue of songs.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I
It was
felt
a good 15, 20 minutes of songs.
they were very long, right? And like, how many of us here have sat down at home or in your car and like threw on a GWAR album? Can anybody, like, I know I haven't.
I have on Spotify.
Nope.
Yes,
I
no,
watched- I
it's like
watched-
something that's concert
I watched
only,
the blood. I
right?
did watch the blood on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like something that's
Yeah.
that's like
But-
alive. It's and
So
I had no idea, Eddie, that they even had songs that long, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I was up front fucking jamming albums. I'm sitting there just, what was it, like a Backstreet Boys song or something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm sitting just like,
When we went to incarceration, they only done it once. They didn't do it the whole show up there in incarceration.
They did not do long songs like that. No,
Even the blood, they only done one blood.
that was a lot of blood.
But here was a lot of blood. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here it was a
but-
lot.
But incarceration, they only done
No,
a
they
little-
shot
they
more
shot
than
blood,
once.
not- yeah,
But it was, you're right. It
not
was
like
nothing
here.
like
Yeah.
that.
Nothing like that. No.
Well,
no.
that's what I'd say now. We can say, all right, so Johnny and I can talk real quick about the difference between a festival GWAR performance and a show,
real
club,
show.
theater
Yeah.
GWAR performance, because now we've seen both, right?
yeah.
So that's one of the main things I would say that Johnny just hit the nail on the head was the quantity of
Yeah.
blood. Maybe it has something to do with being outside. They can't do as much. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's a festival and they
Yeah.
don't have as much time to set up.
Maybe not enough time and space.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
truck all this shit
Yeah,
in.
but plus everybody's on a time schedule too, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So they
they're all-
definitely
they're
don't have enough.
get on, yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, you got all day to set this shit
yeah.
up.
Say, my,
Scaling their equipment way more.
oh yeah.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that's another thing. The festival might be
That
like,
last-
man.
The last two sprayed twice as far. as
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're
they
gonna
were
make the ground
bloody.
all wet and turn it into mud for the rest of the day.
It almost looks like you
Yeah,
got
it could- yeah, it could
freckles
be mud all
from the GWAR paint.
My personal favorite was obviously the Trump and Kamala thing. And them fighting was awesome. But I really liked the George Bush when he came out.
Oh, that was great.
When they started talking about the Twin Towers and Twin Left and Twin Right and started going at it, and I was like, this is fucking great.
Wait, are we allowed to talk about Hitler?
Yeah.
All right, so
Other podcasts talk
they
about
had
it.
Hitler on there, and to everybody's that wants to go, oh no, yes, they ripped Hitler to pieces. They ripped his arms off. They ripped his
And
legs
I should
off.
say, both Trump and Kamala ended up dying at the end of the song.
Yeah.
So it's not like one or the other one. So it was
No.
it ended up very neutral at the very end of the night.
Yeah,
Everyone
Everybody
died equally.
Yep,
Good.
equally, yeah.
and so
That's how they made their exit.
what's that?
That's how they made their exit. Dying.
Yeah, yeah, that's how they.
Yeah.
So back to Hitler, right? So they rip his arms and legs. So did anyone notice Hitler's big penis?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that thing was long. Like
Yeah.
Hitler
Yeah,
had
John
like
Holmes.
a 2/4.
Then he had John Holmes.
Well, he did. And did you notice that it had the swastika on his wiener? Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was so
They were
funny.
smacking
Yeah.
his dick off the security gate.
Hell
on
yeah.
top of his head.
And then did you see the lead singer was giving a blowjob? I was like,
With
yeah,
his
yeah,
sword.
it was stabbing it on his head.
So
That
what the
was-
hell? The lead singer himself had like a fucking 12-inch hanging off.
He had 3 penises.
Yeah.
Remember that time I had Hitler's dick on my head?
Oh my god, stop, Eddie. That's so great.
Uh,
Oh man. Well, Mark, I mean, I don't know what else to say besides if you're a metal fan and you're into things other than mainstream metal, go to a GWAR show. I mean, that was
You have a time of your life.
you will have the
Because
time
I'll
of
admit,
your life.
I've always
You
kind of
never
talked.
forget it either. You never forget.
Yeah.
You will never forget
I've
that.
always
You
kind
never
of talked
forget it.
shit on him a little bit. I've always been kind of like, oh, it's like a theatric show. Why
That's
do I
what-
want
It's very theatrical.
Yeah. Like,
Well-
I never really been into it. But then
Well,
now
we-
doing it, I'm like all about it. Yeah.
Well,
I still shit on it.
Well, yeah, but me and Benny we come up here to the lecture factory. We see Hatebreed. I said, Benny, let's go see them guys. I don't want to see them
I don't
guys.
want to see
They're
GWAR.
all dressed up, and there's a bunch of goofy guys.
Yeah.
I said, no. Then we got to see them. Then it's like, oh my God, we got to go to a show.
Yeah, we got to go to a club show.
Yeah.
Now, now I'm all about it. Whenever they're
Yeah.
back in town, I'm going back. That was cool.
That was really cool.
Yep.
I mean, I don't.
100%. I mean, but
Yep.
totally. It's obviously not a band I'm going to put on the radio when I'm driving home, but it's definitely something. If I
It's
see
like I
it-
said.
if
It's
they're in Baltimore, if they're in Philly or Harrisburg, I'm going. I don't give a shit.
You know who else I feel is a live performance band, metal band? Mastodon.
Oh yeah.
Like I just don't know a lot of people that like. There's some obviously, but there's not a lot of people that listen to Mastodon on the player, but they will absolutely knock that shit out live in concert all
Yeah.
day long.
Is it
And,
is it like this? No, they're not like this. dude.
Mastodon, it's
Yeah.
good. I mean, they mosh. It's great.
I mean, they don't throw no blood or not like
no. It's just metal.
Just metal, and they come out with
I'm just saying in the
Yeah.
aspect of
like this. They're like
good
this.
live shows that you don't listen to on
Personally,
the.
I kind of look at From Ashes to New like that too.
What do you mean?
I personally like I can't listen to them in the car or nothing. They just.
Uh-huh.
But when I saw them live, I was blown away. I'm like, yeah, I'll gladly see you guys anytime you're in town. But I just personally can't put it on in the radio. It just doesn't
Uh-huh.
jive right. It's more of like a party, get up, party, move around, not jam out while you're driving down the highway to the next
It's like
show.
new metal.
Was there anything you were disappointed in, Mark, tonight?
From a photographer standpoint, the lighting was kind of rough.
The
in a few
first
points.
band. We
First
couldn't
band
see.
was ass. Like
Yeah,
in
we couldn't
terms of
see
lighting,
nothing. With it.
the lighting first band. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
straight ass.
You guys, they were all right.
No, they
good.
were
No,
good.
they were good.
They were good.
But filming it,
Oh,
it was all
They were
dark.
great.
from a
The light-
cameraman
From
Yeah,
a
standpoint.
from a
cameraman
photo-
standpoint, they're
From
all
the
dark.
photographer's point,
Yeah.
the lighting ass. I couldn't do nothing.
Now the guys from the Canada came on, the brothers, their lights came on. That
Yeah,
was
they had good
that
lights.
was perfect, and I even got to pick the night with them guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot with them.
The lighting here is usually ass.
That you think so too, Eddie?
For
Yeah.
for a
You
light,
shoot a lot of pictures here too, don't you,
Yeah,
Eddie?
I was just here for Rowdy against it.
We were, yeah, that's right. Because I saw your post and I was like, oh man, I didn't even know you were
Yeah.
here.
like it's good for the venue, but at the same time, I'd expect a venue of this size to be like blast you with light.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah,
like for example, Sherman Theater, 10 times better with lighting.
Yeah, it
on
was
all
nice
day
there.
long.
the Sherm is very good.
The
I mean,
Sherman
it's just
Theater
a
has the
whole
best
another
lighting
ball
that
game.
I have
Yeah,
experienced.
we kept our cameras way
Fillmore's
back.
got good lighting.
Yeah, the Fillmore's good, but I didn't like the way that their backlights were pointing. And and the Philly Fillmore, the stage is so tall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like eye level with the edge of the stage. Oh my camera the entire time is like up here
Yes,
trying to do
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Like I can't see nothing. So,
Yeah.
but like the Fillmore in DC is like a stage a little bit shorter than this. It's like chest
Really?
height. Yeah, in DC it's like chest
Yeah,
I
height.
see. I've never
Yeah,
been
Yeah,
to
man,
the Fillmore
yeah.
in DC.
That's when you took off that day.
Yeah, because I
me,
got I had
Preston,
to get the
Preston.
mouth surgery.
Yeah, me, Preston, and Jarrett went there. It was nice.
It's smaller than
Plus,
the
they had that
Fillmore.
big center
and-
there in the middle.
Yeah.
that big
Yeah.
center.
It's smaller than the Philly Fillmore, but I think it's better. Plus, every band that I've talked to there, they've always said, like I've heard Fame on Fire just the other night when I saw them with GWAR. Yeah, I was talking to Blake outside, and he said, "I love it here. The sound is like incredible. It's one of the best sounding venues they played in."
That
And
was amazing.
they call it like this. Like
I like the
golden
sound
child
here.
sound.
You know, a lot of people don't like the sound here, but I think the sound.
I thought
is
it
good.
sounded good here.
Yeah, I like it here.
Rock Loose sounded good here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And we even sat on the side where we were getting like half of the audio hits.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta say this as an older guy, I don't have as bad as hearing for a day from this place as I do some other places. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. All right, let's do let's talk about the calendar and then let's get out of here. Want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So, up next is Sunday, 48 hours from now. We will be in DC for the almighty Knocked Loose with Drain
Do
opening.
you think that would be a show I could crowd surf at the chair?
Absolutely. Those
Yeah.
people will lift you, especially
mean,
during Drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Drain will eat that up. We
I mean,
absolutely
I just want to get on Knock Loose, one of Knock Loose's videos.
You will definitely get on Drains.
Like, I just want to get
I
on.
can tell you 100% you'll get
Like,
on
seeing
Drains.
myself on Wage War was like, fuck yeah, I want to do that every goddamn show. Now.
I'm telling you right now, if we put you up during Drain
I
will
want to
eat
be
it
known
alive.
as that fucking metalcore, death metal, crowd surfing fuckface.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Sunday, let's be ready to go. We're going to put you up.
No, I'll be down there. Shit.
All right.
I'll go
now,
down there like I did with Wage War. Just sit down, find a spot I can manage, and start shoving people and go for it.
We are going to do crowd interviews outside. And then once we get inside, I think we're just kind of part of the crowd. But,
So I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think we covered the actual pits tonight.
yeah. Oh, you mean a camera on the pits? We
Well, no,
did not.
how'd you feel about them?
Oh, the pits were wild.
Yeah.
They're fire.
I got hit with the camera.
I know.
Oh,
I was in there with the camera trying to get video, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little targeted because I moved like 4 different times.
Yeah, he
in
said the
pit.
drunk guy was coming at you.
Dude, I moved like 4 different times. Each time, minute later, this dude would like see me, turn around, and like full blown backslam me and put me to the ground.
Always a guy.
And it was literally like once I realized it happened the 4th time, and I was like, no, I'm done. So like I saw
Maybe
him
he
coming
was
again,
like a
and I
security
raised
guard
my
from
crutch up.
Fillmore.
Like I saw him coming again, I raised my crutch up, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking hit you, dude. And he like literally stopped and like hit the guy next to me. I'm like, I know,
Thank you.
like,
I'm gonna rock
put you
your
down.
ass.
Like I don't care if I get in trouble right now. Like
All
don't
right.
target someone like
We
that.
almost saw a couple
Anyway,
fights in there, man.
Calendar.
Sunday Knock Loose,
Then the big one.
Norma Jean.
Saturday, November 16th at the Ritz in Scranton. We will cover the almighty Norma Jean. And I don't want to release it yet because we're still
Don't
waiting
do
on
it.
that time confirmation. But man, do we have something in store for you guys with the conversations within.
Would you say that's one of your bigger ones that we've done?
I would almost say it's going to be the second biggest or the biggest. And we're just waiting on a time confirmation.
I mean,
That's it.
considering what just happened last weekend, I mean that's a good hint.
Yeah, I mean, we're just
Did you-
literally. We're
that
just,
video I tagged you in.
what's that?
I'm talking about that video I tagged you in. That,
Oh, yeah.
Considering what just happened last weekend, I think it's a good timing to do something like that.
Absolutely.
So,
And once
You all right?
that time is locked down, we will release that. But stay tuned. That's mega.
After that, what?
After that, we'll be in Buffalo at the Buffalo Riverworks for the first time for the Plot New.
Yep. That venue looks pretty cool. I was looking at it online. It looks pretty dope.
That's David and Lisa's like home club.
I reached out for a media pass. The one company, Adam Splitter, that has them listed is not covering them. So I found a
Okay.
new guy and I emailed them. So hopefully we hear back from them. If
If
not,
not,
I'm going.
We'll just be in there as guys, you know. And then after that, we'll be on the 30th. We'll be in Reading for the sold out Pierce the Veil at the Santander Arena. And then after that is Mosh for Tots,
I'm
December 7th.
so excited for Mosh for Tots.
Yep, that is at the
We're going to
Moon
Mosh for
Tavern
Tots,
in
right?
Scranton.
December. You should go.
And then the
We'll send you the link.
year-ending hoorah, Christmas Burns Red.
Yep.
Which, did you see the breaking news?
Maybe.
So, Ghost Inside canceled their
Yeah, I saw
U.S.
that,
tour. And their Christmas Burns Red is the only USA show they're keeping.
Yep.
And that's going to be a banger.
That's gonna be a good one.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Let's do a quick, do your band promotion shit, and we'll go down.
Slog away, Eric.
All right, so Traverse the Abyss. You can find us everywhere on the internet: Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. We have a new song out now called
Zombies.
Zombies. A little bit more of the Warped Tour style. That is on YouTube. It'll be hitting streaming platforms this upcoming Friday. Be sure to hit the pre-save. I have a whole paragraph on the socials about why you should pre-save, not just our shit, but any artist in
I
general.
read it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
It
well
makes
put together.
sense. It makes. I've always wondered why pre-saving was like. It's like, well, why can't I just wait to listen to it when it's ready? But after reading that, I'm like,
Yeah, it kind of
that
gives
makes
that.
sense.
It kind of gives that, like, oh, there's an anticipation for it.
Yeah.
But you all could read that. There's enough of it. Besides for that, Mosh for Tots. Moon Ballroom, Dixon City, PA, Saturday, December 7th. Doors are at 5. It's all ages. 21 and up. You can buy your booze there. There's food there. There's going to be 10 fucking bands. We have the contest finals this upcoming Thursday on the Traverse the Abyss Twitch channel to select who will be finalizing the lineup, because we keep one slot open just because that's how I discover a bunch of bands. Hey, do you want to come to our area for one of our shows?
Yeah.
And it's just a giant network hub for those bands. We usually do about 12. So if you're an upcoming band or anything, like, you have 11 artists that you can network with, and even though so-and-so might not be my genre, they might know a venue that I could look at, or a promoter that could line me up to get some shows in that area. So that's why we call it a fan-driven contest instead of Battle of the Bands, because Battle of the Bands, it seems like there's always animosity with it.
Right.
I guess
Mark,
I'll do,
slog away.
Beyond the Barrier, or all your photography, social media, or any kind of other needs you may need, like promotion, that kind of stuff.
Engagement pictures.
Exactly. Well, that's the next step. So then the rest of it, yes, you do all kinds of non-entertainment photography, so engagements, small venue weddings, senior portraits, things like that. Anything, just let me know. And then on the entertainment side, check out the website. We do all our blogs for the ADA venue reviews, because we do promote accessibilities at concerts. So just make sure you check out the website. It's beyondthebarrierpa.com.
Please check out After the Pit and the Tailgate Show.
Yeah, After the Pit can be found on all streaming platforms where you can find podcasts. And then as of right now, the Tailgate Show is on YouTube and Facebook, but it will be also on podcast form here soon, as soon as I have the second channel built, because, I'm slow.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Have a
Yeah.
good night.